sometimes there are things, obstacles that are completely out of our control. Things like how many studios there are in your area, or what the population is in your community, or how many other activities there are offered in your neighborhood. And so these are things that we can't change, but what we can change is ourselves, our own limiting self-beliefs, which really stand as obstacles in the way to get to that student number. I'm Caroline from Pinnacle Studio Success, and today we're going to talk about how to get you back on track and super successful in your studio. Tip number 1, we are going to figure out what we need to know to grow our studio. So if, let's say, for instance, it's marketing, you are going to go out and you are going to figure out how to market your studio. If it's Facebook ads you need to master, you are going to learn, and if it takes you no matter how much time, that's going to be your focus. And if you just focus on what you need to know and what you need to learn in your studio, it's going to make everything so much easier. Tip number 2, we're going to prioritize the list. So you're going to figure out if you need to hire teachers, plan for recital, order costumes, what are the priorities? Because, for instance, if you hire teachers, it frees your time up, and then you can learn all these things that you need to know to run your studio successfully. Tip number 3, figure out who or what can help you gauge what you need to know. Let's say you don't know how to get the attention of your audience and get it out there. Well, what do you need to learn? What do you need to be focused on to have that breakthrough? You need to know how to do this and all the things on your list so you can take your business to the next level. Tip number 4. So once you know what you need to learn, this is where it's super important just to get out there and do it. You have the resources now, you know what you need to be doing, so that's it. It needs to be in action. And there will be days where you are so exhausted, it's almost like your brain hurts so much and it just feels like you can't keep going. But the ones that push through that feeling, we're the ones that are successful. So just believe in yourself and believe that little baby steps every day towards that goal are going to get you there in the end. It's going to seem overwhelming and confusing. And you know what? It may take a few days. It may take a week. You know what? It could even take months, even a year to learn what you need to know. But once you've learned it, that knowledge is such power, and that is what's going to elevate you as a studio owner and entrepreneur to grow your studio successfully. We need to push ourselves outside our comfort zone, and you need to be prepared to push through it and figure it out anyway. So put the time and effort in. Figure out how you can be the best problem solver and how you can become empowered by figuring this stuff out for yourself. Get into the right mindset that you are capable of learning all the things you need to rise to the challenge of growing your studio. I hope you found this helpful. I've created a free worksheet, so please download that, and that will help you prioritize your goals and create your list. And I hope to see you here next week, where we'll be discussing specific things that you can do to grow your studio.